Hello, hello. Okay. I'm gonna listen to myself for a little while because I didn't have the time to. Yeah, let me put the game lower. Why is everything so high? Wait, what the heck? Yeah, I'm gonna be listening to my own self to see if there is problems with my microphone. So I'm listening to my own stream right now. Yes, okay. I shouldn't be quiet because that would be very bad. So in our live stream, there were for some reason there were like points where my mic um made real weird sounds, and it happened quite often, and it distorted the sound. But it could be, I feel like it could be like software problems instead of actually hardware problems. Like the one time when I streamed Sallyface, and the problems were solved when the game itself, I reinstalled the whole game and verified the files. I verified the integrity of the files of our life, and I think maybe it should be fine in the future. But now that I'm listening to my own stream, I'm not hearing any problems there, so we should be fine. Okay, let me put the game sounds back on, and I'll put my own stream off. I have it open here for myself. I'm gonna put it off because it's really weird to talk while listening to yourself. This is the last stream I will be doing this year. Obviously, since it is the last day of the year. I checked what was the first game I have streamed this year, and it was Danganronpa. So I was feeling like it could be somewhat appropriate to end the year with a jolly little high school experience, you know. Also, I feel like we will be left with a nice cliffhanger because, well, of course, we are gonna end the stream where we find the murdered dead person, dead body, like usual. Or not usual, but let's make it the usual. And it will be interesting, and there may be a new student, which is really exciting, I think. Exciting, is that maybe not the appropriate word for it, but it is curious. Yes. Okay. So last time, Sakura-san, my favorite character, died due to suicide, and that was a trip. That was a trip. And then we talked with Kyoko, and she was like, there's one more student. And then at the end, where the game shows like the student count, it went up by one. So there might be. Hello, Jeffers, welcome to the stream. So there might be a new student here. A student all along we didn't know was here. What are your New Year's plans? How is your last day of this year starting? I find it really hard to orient myself to think New Year as a kind of a threshold or actual change. It's just, these are just days amongst all the others, like some kind of like just a mess of days. I know that a lot of people see it as like a clear-cut change from one year to another. Boring, not gonna lie, I got nothing much to do really. Yeah. I mean, that's fine too. I have had a lot of those kind of New Year's. It doesn't have to be anything special. It's kind of weird when people make a big deal. But it is nice when there is like no work, for example, for us. I know a lot of people do work during New Year's, by the way. I know, but we don't have with my friends group, so it's a nice chance to meet and hang out. That is our plan for this New Year's, and that is why I'm also starting an hour earlier. So we're going to the party, and then my friend we were playing yesterday. It wasn't Dungeons and Dragons. It was like this 10 candles kind of role play thing. I do recommend. It was so fun. Anyway, we were like talking like, yeah, do you want to like bake something and meet before we go to the party? So we are doing that, and my friend has like me needs to mentally prepare when people are coming, so I don't want to be too vague about my like what time I come. So I was thinking it gets easier if I start like hour earlier the stream, so then I can be there in time, reduce the anxiety of my friend, and you know, just be in time. We are getting this let's see. I'm not really one for parties. Yeah. Is it how it gets really like the cacophony of voices and a lot of different conversations all around and a lot of people?
この学園に潜む16人目の高校生。超高校級の絶望と呼ばれる女子高校生。
I think my friend group is really nice. There's a lot of sober friends, for example. So, we do sometimes meet just the people who like to heavy drink. These kind of parties are usually quite like chill in that. And there's not many of us, and everyone appreciates weirdness and good conversations. So usually they're quite fine.
戦場袋に気をつけて。
Yeah, so Muguro Ikusaba is the student who is here with us. It was 3 days before the next incident. Now we know it's 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. I don't know why it's worst thing so far. I kind of have a feeling that Kyoko is gonna die. I don't know if I said it at the end of the previous... I'm not sure if I said it in the previous, like, stream's ending. But I feel like Kyoko is gonna die this time. And... it's 3 days from here, so we can just, like, skip the free time again. To the murder. Because I don't have time for 4-hour stream today. Well, I don't like being around a lot of people or seeing couples kissing, not because I'm against relationships, but because I probably get jealous of them. I'm not spoiling anything. You know the game? You know how the game goes? Yeah, don't spoil it. Yeah. It is like, in the past there wasn't that many of us, but I think our group has like gotten a slightly bigger, so I think there's gonna be like 10 of us at the party. Let me see. Actually, I'm not sure myself, but... how many is that? 12 of us. That is quite a lot. Are you feeling lonely and single? Feeling jealous of seeing couples kiss? Yeah, you know how the game goes. Yeah, it'll be quite something for you to spoil the ending of the chapter. Would take away the mystery. I'm gonna put the game audios a little lower. You should be able to hear it, but so it doesn't overpower. It's quite crowded, the audio of the game. Okay. Let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Let's try to keep the stream within 3 hours. That is like my goal. But we'll see. It's the final stream of the year, so I might end up like talking a lot. I think I've been mentally feeling better these past 3 days. I've been really chatty. Which is rare. I want to embrace this chattiness, but it's not good for progress of a game. Also, if the microphone does a distortion kind of sound, please let me know ASAP, so then I know that the problem is not solved. Anyways, I didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Okay, for once, I am with Byakuya here. Let's just get straight to the point. He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Yeah, that is what you like to think. That's like, we always want to think. We like to think about like these things about other people. If you're wondering why I'd get jealous of them, it's because like shortly before I followed your channel I was going through a rough breakup. I see. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. How has it been, like, the healing process for you? I have made myself hot chocolate. That is what I'm drinking during this stream. I find it a good drink because I didn't have time to make food. But it has a lot of energy, so it's kind of like my lunch and breakfast in a liquid form, so I get hydrated a little bit and I get energy, you know? Took me a bit to get over it, but I'm doing better than I was. Yeah, breakups are difficult, of course, yeah. Just a while ago again, like the national newspaper of Finland, actually they made or covered an article over breakups, like the physiological symptoms that one can experience when they go through a breakup. And the drink is called what? Hot chocolate. It's a comforting cup. That is what it's called, comforting cup. You know, I have de-stressing tea, and this is my comforting cup. Hot chocolate. Just the way I like it. Alright. Regardless, if we want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder. I've never heard of that saying before. And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them. Hey Doko, you're being pretty quiet. Man, you're boring now. Just sit there like a mushroom. I'm gonna start calling him Miss Mushroom. What is up with Yasuhiro? He's feeling nervous. Sorry if I asked stuff at random, my hearing isn't that good, considering I was born half deaf. Yeah, it's fine, Totally. And if there's anything about the stream that can, you know, made differently, then you can make a suggestion, you know? Like, if I talk, like, in a manner that is difficult to understand, I can try. Also, we got the shrimp back. I got both of the animations, like hydration reminder and stretching and unshrimping reminders. They are both now back. I had to reset them up. I don't know what had happened to them, but they have done a comeback for the last stream of the year. She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care. Jeez, how long is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against. Yeah, can we just go? Can we just and yet I let myself get involved. Oh, Byakuya warming up. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again. We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. And that is how we will begin looking for the 6th level of the 5th level of the school. Is the 5th level now? I don't remember. I hate Byakuya so much in this game. He's so aggressive and spoiled for no reason half the time. Yeah, he's so arrogant. And he doesn't want to He's so uncooperative too. He's arrogant, looks down at everyone. Is uncooperative, unhelpful. Such an annoying character. But there is someone who watches my streams, at least my Danganronpa streams, who likes Byakuya. And I try so hard, like, to see what is likable in Byakuya. But somehow he just irritates me. I don't know. Where's the stairs? How do I get up? I will try to focus on the yeah. I'll try to focus on the game more than during our live stream, because that was catastrophical. That was a catastrophical amount of getting sidetracked. We don't want that, and a good thing is the real life time pressure of needing to stay and like end the stream around at 3 hours. No, not there. I was able to wake up at 10. I didn't think about that. At 10 a.m. and take a shower and apply this like color restoring thing to my hair, because the green had started to fade too much. Now it should be saturated again. Yeah, it's like the typical rich kid in movies who is always acting like a smart, a double sword, I would say it normally, but I don't wanna. A double S. Ah! I was like a double S, and then I saw the wood afterwards, and so I just like interpreted it as double sword, and I was like, what? No, I'm just being weird. Like a smart ass. Hello Jabella, welcome to the stream. It's going quite good. I'm having a good day, and I'm so excited about this chapter because we maybe have another student in school. What is up with that? We're gonna be playing for around 3 hours. What did I say? What did we say? The fifth floor has been opened for us, and it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up till now. For some reason it feels unpleasant. I think this is refreshing. I don't know what Makoto is about. I think this is really refreshing, really nice. Are the classrooms also different? Do you have anything special for the last day of the year, Chabella? Anything different going on? Or just chilling at home? Stump, he's so dirty. Night. Oh no, no. I really wish they just made Monokuma into like a you know, serial killer, murder hobo weirdo instead of a pervert. It makes me so uncomfortable. Catch me if you can. Wait, I'm gonna punish you. Gross. No! I'm sorry, what exactly? Like, I wished they didn't make Monokuma perverts, since these are high school students. It's not right in any way. Oh, was that a subscription sound? Wait, really? Really? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So basically, someone like Jigsaw. Yeah. I just want a normal weird guy, and not like a pervert with underage kids, you know. It makes me so uncomfortable every time. Does she want to talk to me about something? Look, what's wrong? I'm pretty much just spending time with family and hanging out. That sounds good. That sounds really nice. Is she trying to say something? I think she's almost just a little more and I might get it. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. She just let her shoulders drop. She looked so sad. I guess she gave. Did she write? Did she draw? Oh, that's Makoto on the screen. Not screen, on the board. On the blackboard. That's Makoto. It says Makoto on the shirt. Did she draw that? Is that what she's trying to say? Do you intend on playing the second or third game? I actually do own the second game already. I don't know why. Is this based on an anime? The bear in the back looks familiar. I think the anime is based on this game. I think it's that way around. So the anime is made after. We did try to check it in the previous stream. And based on Wikipedia, that is the order. So game first. Looks so sad, I guess she gave up. Has she been drawn? Is Toko the person who has drawn all these blackboard things? Oh, gotcha, yeah. I was thinking of maybe this could have like someone's name there, but no. Okay, let's move onward. What else we have here? We have Aoi. How are you doing mentally? Your girlfriend is dead. This floor feels different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. I think it's refreshing. What is up with everyone? I think it's a really nice floor. I don't know for sure with the games being based on the anime or the anime being based on the game, but you're gonna hate the second one. I am. I saw you trying to delete the message, but I read it just in time. What the hell is this? That is my thoughts exactly, Makoto. Eye for an eye? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled? It was sour, pungent, impossibly rank. It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. I think that was hydration reminder I'm hearing. Let's have some hot chocolate. It's the smell of death, their flesh and fat and blood. There was no surprise in his voice, no shock. But he was right, I had experienced the smell more than once before. If you're wondering why, it's more of a mess compared to the second one. Do they fix any, do they change the game mechanics at all for the second or third games? Because my main problems with this game are just some of the game mechanics just don't work at all. What are you doing for the new year? I'm meeting up with friends, so after this stream I'm gonna go to my friend. We're gonna have we're gonna gather with a smaller group, like 4 of us maybe. We're gonna bake, and then we are gonna continue from there on to a larger party, of 12 of us. And then just gonna chat and hang out and with good food, and then I'm gonna stay over because the next day, tomorrow, we are gonna play Pathfinder, which is kind of like Dungeons and Dragons. So pretty much just chilling with friends. Is it daytime where you are? Yeah, it's 12:30 p.m. for me. I'm from Finland. What about you? Not that I know of. Pretty sure it's the exact same game, just new characters. Shit, and locations. For me it's 2 a.m. Ooh, okay, okay. So you're just barely on 31st December. 4 a.m. What the heck? It's so early for you. Did you not go to sleep, or have you just like woken up really early? It's the smell of a battlefield. Yakia's nose is really observant. Monokuma must have. What, my fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened. No, 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 it's quite the opposite. Opposite? Let me give you an itty bit iggy squeaky little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know what thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What? How was that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs in those mean old RPGs. But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody gruesome deaths every day. So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? Just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this? I'm just not going to sleep. I stayed up watching the new Squid Game. Oh, is Squid Game season 2 out? I'm a night owl, so I've been up since 6 p.m. or so. Oh, but that's the perfect kind of like daytime and like nighttime rhythm. If I didn't have work, I would totally let myself like develop my sleeping rhythm into waking up at like evening and going to sleep in the early, like late morning. I think it's perfect, and there's something really satisfying about it in Finland, because you know when you go to sleep around at 9 a.m. you fall asleep just before before the sun rises, and then you wake up around at like 5 or even 4 p.m. It's still dark. It's already dark, so you can live in this like constant darkness, which I personally just really much love. You know, work, so can't really do that. The second season is out. I'm also working on my 3D character model. Ooh, what is it for? What are you gonna use the 3D character model for? I guess I should check out the Squid Game season 2. Do you think it was so good? Do you think it was worth the watch? Also, Arcane season 2 is out and I still haven't watched it. Somehow, like, watching series is just a lot of work, you know? There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You see it at the scene of a murder. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. What else do we have here? Nothing. Just Byakuya. What about what Monokuma just told us? It's like, I'm not even here. He must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard, or is he just flat out ignoring me? Probably both. I don't think I've seen everything there is to see. Okay. An eye for an eye? Can we look at that instead of the camera? It's for my shading class I have next semester. I'm an animation major. Oh, that is so cool. That is amazing. I have a lot of interests in learning like animation, like the mechanics and the processes behind. I would not maybe want to employ myself as an animator, but must be a lot of work. When is your When is your deadline? How much time do you have for the 3D model? What is there to see? I don't get it. Well, there's the figures on the ground, there's the blood. There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. This is, by the way, this is the first time the blood is not neon pink. It appears all the blood stains are dry, and their color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. Yeah, if the blood is fresh, it's neon pink. But I'm out of classes, and I'm mostly doing it for fun, but I'll use it for my class. I see. I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? Seems like he's enjoying himself. No way I can keep up with someone like that. Shall we leave? Yes. Great, okay, so that's that classroom. Raw. Why does it say raw on the door? Do you enjoy art things? Yeah, I do. Sign in the halls is biolab. Forbidden info. Kinda sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. I do enjoy artsy things. Actually, quite a lot of things. I do theater. I dance. I did photography at one point, also videos. I had a big interest for short movies at some point too. I draw on a small scale, like, for example, you know, my model for this VTubing thing, or like doing some of the thumbnails sometimes. All kinds of that kind of things. At one point I also did I did do painting. Haven't caught up on that. Crocheting and knitting, like doing sweaters and stuff like that. I would call it artsy, I think. Also literature. I've written at one point. Now I need to relearn. Relearn writing, but I have like multiple concepts I'd like to work on, at least for like short novels. But that is like a long-term project. And then music is a big thing too. Let's check this place out. There's a lot of artsy things I like to do, yeah. Kyoko is here. What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
戦場のこの学園に潜む16人目の高校生、超高校級の絶望と呼ばれる女子高校生、戦場袋に気をつけて。
Kyoko? I'm not going to say anything. Can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. The gaze darted up to the surveillance camera.
Ne.
You understand why, right? Well, we've done similar things. Some similar things. I helped the seniors with their short film and video game. Ooh, video game? What kind? And what form? Was it what kind of video game? It was important.
Ja.
I feel like my whole friend group is like full of like people who are artistic, and we all have like a lot of projects going on. I also have like this world building thing for D&D campaigns. But we never get anything like finished, really. That target seems pretty far away, gotta say. Pretty proud of my eyesight. What the heck? There's the lockers. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. The wooden lockers and keys remind me of super old school public bathhouses. It's a straw post used for sword practice. Did they use it for training here too? We get so many coins, we can play gacha later. an armor. It's extremely Japanese. I mean, isn't this game based in Japan? Would make sense. I don't think I've seen everything there is to see. Okay. What is there to see? The trees. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom. That is quite strange. And elegant. I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation isn't sorta out of place, it is. Can we now leave? Yes. It's a first-person shooter. I'm also making a webtoon. Oh, nice. That is one thing. Like, I enjoy comics a lot. And I've been thinking of maybe trying out a small-scale comic. Like, I have this one concept of like, maybe I could pull it out in maybe 4 chapters. Maybe. But I've been thinking of it. It's just like, I would have to have time for it, but you know, doing studies and working at the same time and trying to manage everything at the same time is quite time consuming. At first I thought I saw blue skies, but turns out they just painted the walls and the ceiling. Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. It helped me relax. That's just what you're thinking, is it? Huh? Why is that bad? Don't you get it? Do you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface, beneath their calm exterior. They're always watching and waiting, and when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore, they'll put their plan for global human extinction into action. Their plan for global human extinction into action. I'm serious. Cool. The plants look horrible. Does the second game have improved visuals? Yeah, it takes a lot of time and effort. I do it in my free time, if I have any. What genre would your comic be? I think it would be kind of a psychological horror. Like body horror kind of thing. But we'll see about it. And there's another one, like slice of life kind of thing, I think, like, and I think slice of life could be like approachable, even more approachable as a first try of making a comic. But yeah, I have like the base ideas and characters, like this on a document I have been writing as like a base for it. But are you talking about Danganronpa still? Also, sorry for finishing, got a bit busy. It's fine. We're talking about comics. But I'm wondering if the second Danganronpa game gets any improved. Gets any improvements in visuals. Or will we be having these kind of plans in the second Danganronpa game still? The psychological horror genre you like a lot? Not a lot. It's a genre I have a lot of interest in. I used to not like horror at all because I thought it was boring and one-dimensional, and my experiences of horror had been quite like jump scare kind of stuff, you know? I'm too much of a chicken. But then there was this one summer, it was quite a lot of years ago already, but it was this one summer I was watching movies from Netflix with my friends on Discord, and we ended up somehow on this like horror movie spree where we just tried to watch as many like horror films on Netflix we could during the week or something like that. And a lot of them were psychological horror films, and at that point I kinda boned an interest in horror because I realized it's actually like it can be utilized as a genre, not for getting a shock value like a shock reaction from audience, but to actually like it can be a genre and its elements can be utilized to discuss a lot of very deep, important and difficult topics that actually might be harder even to approach in other genres. So you can use like the elements not to get out a reaction, but the elements can be used as tools for the plot and for expression, I guess. I'd say those get improved visuals or some regards. Hell yeah! Psychological horror is basically a way to make you mentally scared as fuck. I guess. I don't know, I have a real hard time watching horror getting scary. I like watching horror scared. It might be like a coping mechanism, but I start like analyzing movies often. But it happens even more with horror because sometimes they are so clearly staged situations, like, oh, that is where it's gonna jump and there's where it's gonna come and they will go, okay, that is kind of like this is now how do you call it? Choreograph, like the choreography in the scene is made in this way, and you know, it's horror is like it's really difficult. There's only few films that don't make me think about these aspects of the movie when watching. But it can tap into some interesting topics. I can watch horror games, but can't play them. I used to not be able to play horror games, but then something happened. Like I tried to stream a few horror games, and besides Little Nightmares, it's been actually quite chill. I don't know why. Little Nightmares got me quite scared, because there is like in Little Nightmares 2, and there's a scene where if you don't point light at mannequins, they move. So they move when they're in the dark. And that is horrible because there's so many of them. And I don't want to get stuck in that scene because then it just gets frustrating, but I don't know, there's like this one time a piece of media has actually gotten me terrified. Like I can't remember other like movies that would have gotten me scared in the same way, or games. And that is like may I suggest a new horror game if you haven't played it for next year? Sure. I'll write it to my my list. I have a list of game requests people have made, so I'll just add it there. I never watched Doctor Who, but I remember once it was maybe on Netflix at one point, and I was like checking it out, like some seasons, like some like I checked like what kind of titles or names the episodes had, and checked the like interesting ones and like skip through them and stuff like that. And there was this one with like these angels that move in the dark. Like I think it's called Blink. And like later on, many years later, I saw a video essay about that particular episode and how it ended up being one of the best ones when it was like with one of the tightest budget they had for an episode. Like because of the limitations of the budget and the set or something like that, they created the concept of Blink and the episode, and it ended up being like so great. And from that aspect it was great, but I remember I was so anxious about it because if you don't look at the angels, like these angel statues, they start moving, but you never see them move, and they just get like they can just appear and they just kill you and stuff like that. It was horrible, and I remember seeing it. I don't know. Now that I look back to it, I don't remember what about the experience was so terrifying. Maybe if I rewatched the episode now, maybe I could understand why I was so scared about it. But the next day when I woke up, when I looked, like I saw like the image of the angel statues popping in front of my eyes. And it was weird. I was feeling quite paranoid about it for a few hours. Yeah, the angels were scary. Yeah, exactly. The Curse of Blackwater. It's a rather old game, but it's about as long as one of your 2 to 3 hour streams. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. The Curse of Blackwater. That is perfect because, you know, I struggle with finding, like, a lot of games I feel interesting, find interesting and end up being really long. So it's refreshing to have games I can stream in one go. Thanks for the recommendation. I can't deal with things that move only when you close your eyes. Yeah, exactly. It's scary. Eh? What's up? It's Monokuma Flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like whoa, and the plant will all like snap, and your flesh is like all like I'm dead. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. A student at Hope's Peak added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist, although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy. By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people, so it's really good for the environment. Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I'd better keep my distance. Most horror games nowadays are either considered super basic or random. I'm pretty sure the flower in the game is inspired by IRL corpse flower. I think I've heard of corpse flowers. I just can't think of what they look like right now. Just to be sure, I should take a look in that tool shed. Let me Google corpse flower. I'm also looking at the time, so we are not taking too. I don't know what's up with my like attention span, but I just have so many thoughts, so many ideas. Let's see, corpse flowers. Ooh, it might be actually a corpse. Yeah, it looks exactly like that. Less pixelated though. Yeah, I remember seeing like some people like taking videos of this. Yeah. This place seems totally disorganized, from a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools, and leaning against the back wall. Is that a pickaxe? Oh, so many murdering tools. So many flower pots, big ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. That would be lovely. There's a lawnmower, mower? How do you say that? Lawnmower here? Even with this here, would actually gonna take care of the lawn. But we do get coins. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? Even more, okay, what else is there? Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There's so many different kinds to choose from. And we get a coin. This rope too. There's still something? Yeah, there's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. I don't remember Crazy Diamond from anywhere. Or was it in the files a few chapters back? Maybe. Could be. It has taken me already like 8 months to get to this point in Danganronpa, so I have forgotten a lot of details. Oh, we can move like this. Okay. Should we talk to this guy? It's there, just beneath the surface. Okay, just talking nonsense, this guy. There's this shed. Okay, let's look in that. Chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like, they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that. Seems safe. Can we adopt a chicken? It doesn't have like second form, right? It's really alive, right? There's no mistake. It really is, right? Like, we can say that for sure. It's not expecting to be fed like humans, is it? It's not gonna like make a bomb, is it? Step away from the chicken coop, yes. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They are seriously cute, right? There's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly 5, you know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6. At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It's a number of power, a refreshing number on par with hands squeezed, all natural lemonade. Never lets me get a word in edgewise. Now we can leave this place, right? Everything? We haven't seen everything there is? What else is there to see? Come on. We already looked at the big plant, right? Monokuma flower. Okay. There's fruit there. There's the surveillance camera. Flower beds. We can look at the surveillance camera, no, that's fine. The sky that's being painted, is that what we should check? Are you sure we can't leave? And how does Makoto know that we haven't seen everything there is to see? Like, why does Makoto get to decide this thing? What year was this game made? I think it was 2010. Exactly. Or 2011. Hydration time, I think. $2010. And then the second one might be 2013. Let me check that information. Danganronpa Happy Havoc. Yeah, 2010. And then the second game, the sequel. Maybe they, yeah. So Danganronpa Zero. Yeah, but that's a light novel. Yeah, Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. It's from 2012. Then there's an animated series that was developed, and light novel series. And then came out the third game. No, that's a spin-off. So, shit, this is really difficult. There's so many of these. There's Trigger Happy Havoc, which is this one. Then there's Goodbye Despair. And then... could it be... Danganronpa Killing Harmony? There's like a release timeline of all of these, but what about the games? Is there just like the game somewhere? Yeah, there's Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, Beat by Despair. Then there's like a spin-off. And then there's Killing Harmony. And then Ultimate Summer Camp. Maybe, but that seems like a spin-off. Who knows? This is my first touch to the game. A viewer asked me to play Danganronpa like 1.5 years ago, maybe even. And so I got the first game and I think the second game. And here we are. Because I'm really open to trying out different kind of game formats and game genres. It's been an interesting experience, gotta say. That's the... No, we have seen everything there is to see here in the tool shed. Maybe we should look at this bit, this thing here. Control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? It's for the sprinklers? Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. I set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. You couldn't change it even if you wanted to, so it goes at 7:30 every morning. User friendly. Get drenched if you come here? No, Monokuma doesn't have a water fetish. Please don't. I'm skipping a little bit from the game like this. I'm not gonna read everything because otherwise it's gonna take even longer to finish up today's stream. But once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. Just for your information, the game I was referring to earlier is on a website called itch.io. Without spaces. Oh yeah, I know itch.io, yeah. I haven't ever played. I may have played once or twice a game from there, but it's been a long time. I wrote that down. Thank you, thank you. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. And before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. Still, just the 6 of us, there's barely enough for a decent volleyball team. Don't be a sourpuss, we gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team. It's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. Okay, let's start with Toko, who doesn't speak. Seems like Toko wants to say something. Because he told her to zip it up or whatever. I had forgotten about that. I hope you enjoyed the games you played. Yeah, I hope so too. Don't know anything about it. The title doesn't say anything to me, but I will check it out for sure. Do you want to envelop us all in your putrid breath? Oh, I thought she had some condition, but it was just Byakuya being like, Toko can't talk. Alright. You honored me, master. And don't worry, I took care of the problem. What the fuck? What the fuck? And don't interrupt Master and Mia talking. Well, I was in the classroom in the 5th floor and something caught my attention. It was this knife. Rambo size. It's a survival knife of some type. Well, what was it doing in a classroom? I mean, you saw another classroom with blood all over the place, so I wonder what it was doing in a classroom. Well, welcome to the stream, Jijok. how are you doing during the last day of this year?
それは
How would I know?
怪しいぞ。
What do you plan to... Oh, come on, Yasuhiro. She just brought the knife. Exactly, she didn't want to leave the knife just laying around. Yasuhiro is like such an annoying... I hoped he would survive so we could learn more about his psychic skills, but I'm feeling desperate. Maybe that won't happen. Compared to her. Who is her? Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? Why don't you trust Doga? I don't trust anyone in this group.
じゃあ
Why don't you hang on to the Makoto? Why me? Kyoko, why are you looking at me like that and asking if I should take the knife? Yeah, I totally trust Makoto to care of it.
よし
That sounded sarcastic, but I think they're being actually real. Hold on, don't I get to say?
決まりだ。
Just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using you. Okay, so here you go. Makoto. They're acting like I already said yes. I guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have a bad breath? Sorry, I'm sorry, it stinks.
まあいいだ
Made
ろ
a
う。
valuable discovery. Good job. Is she gonna... Did Marsh just praise me? What is gonna happen? What is gonna happen? That I would ever experience such a dream. This is so weird. This game, I gotta say, this game is so weird. It goes to weird places. I don't wanna see this. When I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. Let's never talk to Toko again. Let's continue with Yasuhiro.
だべ。
There's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and a tool shed. And we need to use this reaction mechanism to go through this conversation. Monokuma said that was called a monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful.
リアルな話。
A man-eating plant, I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe though. Anyway, it must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yes. I'm not interested in their chit-chat.
なんなんだべ。
I'm doing chit-chat. We need to hurry on with the game. I'll answer a dumb question. What was the question again? Okay, he's just being dumb and we can't elaborate on that conversation, so whatever. Let's talk with Kyoko.
ね
My concern is the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. Biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
もしかすると。
If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature, the final boss, or tyrant, or...
でも
Oh, they're trying to do the fourth wall breaking, but they are kind of failing at that. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it.
当然
Your
だ。
tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently. Shut up, Pyakkya.
それは
I don't have any control over these characters, okay? If it was up to me, we wouldn't talk these bullshit conversations and we would just go straight for the information and sleep and wake up for the murder to happen, but, you know.
なんだ。
Okay, did I see anything in the 5th floor? I checked all the windows, front to back. It used to be Sakura's job, anyway, no dice. They were metal plates. there were metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else.
そう
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either.
あの
So
さ
when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto?
じゃあ
Because if you did, you must have noticed the 5th floor is lacking something that every other floor has. Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? And that means... That's interesting, because there's 6... There are English. They are chick. There's 6 episodes in the game, right? So the last one is gonna be like everything's gonna fall apart, and then comes epilogue. Oh, I can't wait for this episode 5 to end and see where it leaves us. Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
そう
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of the school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery.
けどよ
That's the hardest part. Although I gotta say, like, because you don't see outside of the windows, it could be that the school is just under a bigger building, or inside a bigger building. So maybe there are actually more floors and wings and stuff like that. But we just see what is given to us. Everything will be okay. As long as we work together, I'm sure we'll make it out of this. Yeah, sure. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes. We can't go running off now. I need to hear what the other... Oh, right, we haven't talked to Byakuya yet. Right. I hope this goes well. That guy's head takes up so much of the screen, huh? The... You mean, Yasuhiro? I gotta say, this kind of reminds me of 10 Candles. It's like, which we played yesterday, or something like that. 10 Candles. Yeah, 10 Candles. If you want to have a nice spooky evening with a few friends, look up 10 Candles and play it through. It was so interesting. We had these like characters, and from the beginning, one of us was leading that, so a game master. So GM said at the very beginning of the game already, you are going to die. So your characters are going to die. So we were playing throughout the game, throughout the horrors, experiencing it while knowing peacefully that there's no escape. So we can just focus on the journey instead of the destination. It was really interesting, like kind of dynamic of knowing we are gonna die, but the characters need to have hope. So playing through, it was kind of like depression simulator in that sense, like, but just really sad. But it's like seeing making these characters and pushing ourselves to roleplay them, to be hopeful and to be thriving to survive. All the while we all know they can't. It's really fascinating and I enjoy it so much. And it has like this mechanical thing, like there's gonna be 10 candles lit, and then one by one they will be like extinguished, the fires, and when the last one is extinguished, it ends the game. And that ends also like kind of like spatial element to it, like the lighting in the room is brighter at the beginning of the game, and then it gets just darker and darker and harder to see as we play, and it was so nice. I really like the mechanics of it, and I think we might be like I think I want to utilize that in the future, like take elements of that to like do some kind of game like that to my friends. Just came to my mind. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no, strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh and familiar, yes, this is like a throwback. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. everybody smell concentrated. God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. It's essentially hope versus despair, a light versus darkness. Yeah, exactly. And then when we were playing the 10 Candles thing, I started thinking about Dark Souls and video essays I've heard about it, and I was, I need to play through. So I guess next year we could try to start playing Dark Souls 1 Remastered. See where it goes. But I mean, what the hell happened in that room? I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there. Stop, seriously, I'm gonna throw up. Perhaps that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The biggest, most tragic thing happened inside of a singular classroom. Come on, guys. Come on. You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room. That was the tragedy that happened a year ago. Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. Genocide? Excuse me? Excuse me? If that's true, that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors. I mean, if they committed a genocide in this school facility, then... I mean, then, if this is like related to World War events, then I think it might be actually deserving of the name of the tragedy. But I was like, just inside of a school classroom, just in a singular classroom. I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful. No, not just awful, super awfully awful. You're right, it's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how is it not one of us ever heard about something like this happening? Exactly, if it's supposed to be the most tragic event in the whole of human history. Does that mean they really did cover it up? I don't know. What could be so tragic? I'm curious to see. Who has not talked? Let's talk with Kyoko-den. Oh, we have already talked about this. Then isn't this... aren't we done? Oh, maybe we should go through all these conversation options here. And maybe otherwise the game just doesn't let us go. This chicken group. Yes, we can adopt them, have like therapy chickens. Have you guys seen those videos of chickens purring? That is adorable. There's like this one video where like this chicken gets like, I don't know, a bath maybe? And then gets wrapped inside a blanket, or maybe not a bath, but just like gets inside a blanket, tucked into a burrito, and just like disappears inside of that blanket and purrs. It's so adorable. Crazy diamond. Alright, that is important information. Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think. I don't just think, I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before. That's it, I remember. It was a Mondo's uniform. Alright. I don't want to remember that character because the design makes me nauseous, but I see. So it was part of our friend's jacket? Why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden? Mondo must have snuck in there and died, right? But we didn't have access to the garden until today. Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here and Monokuma confiscated it. Whatever the reason that was, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo. Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, I noticed the lawnmower mower. I'm thinking maybe we can use it to call for help. Are you gonna call for help with the lawnmower? I don't know. Maybe I can use to make crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make crop circles. Okay, you use those to call for help. What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know? I think he was. I think he had Yasuhiro's been like this from the very beginning. Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been. Ouch. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now. Starting today, you're all under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out. This is why I don't like Byakuya. He's so fucking arrogant. Man. Starting today, you're all under my command, yes. How cocky can it be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So, what is it you wanna figure out? Kyoko's identity. So finally, we are conversing about Kyoko. She is really sus. Also, I gotta say, the foreshadowing, in the foreshadowing of this episode, where we see the body with a mask on, the hand was, I think the nails were painted. When I think about the character who would, you know, think about elegance and about nail polish, I think about Kyoko. And Kyoko has given us the most important information she can now. Maybe she knows her end is nearing. I think it's a logical, it's an understandable conclusion to guess. Oh, a logical guess that she is the one who we are gonna lose today. Kyoko's identity? But Kyoko is Kyoko, right? What about Junko? Is Junko doing a comeback? Junko died at the very beginning, you know? Are we gonna get Junko's body back? Jeffus, why do you mention Junko? Why is Junko mentioned here? I mean, people have said that. I have a friend whose favorite character is Junko in the game. And I've always thought it's sus. Weird, because Junko isn't... She dies in the first, 2 hours of the game. Yeah, but then she also had painted nails. Yeah, she did. I think she did. Yeah, she was the fashionista. The world's most fashionable fashionista or something like that. But of the alive characters, I think Kyoko? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Ina's the ultimate swimming pro. Oh, right. Even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More lucky than lucky these days, but... So what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? She never told us. Yeah. That is why you can't never really trust her. It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like. This is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion. So Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't.
Huh?
Why can't you tell us?
違うの?
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
どういうことだべ?
Eh?
それは
Because I don't remember. I have no memory of what I am. Oh, amnesia?
なんだ
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking. I'm gonna use that if I remember that sentence in the future. Ouch. I knew you wouldn't believe me. Also, really, I think it was funny what Yasuhiro said earlier about his identity or personality. It was quite long ago, but let's see if I can find it. Mondo's uniform. No, it was way too long ago. Oh no, right. Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I thought that was also a pretty funny sentence. This game's weird, but I remember how having painted nails, so is there a chance that perhaps the person who was killed is actually Junko's body? It could be, I mean, it could be like the body has been brought back. That is completely a possibility. Because did we ever see a handling of Junko's body? Because, you know, Monokuma has like everyone has prepared for everyone an execution, right? But I don't think Junko was executed. I mean, yeah, she was killed there and then, but like, but then again, Sakura also didn't get a body handling, so I don't know. I mean, there's been also like the very odd, maybe AI generated images of like these dead people spending time together. Anything can be possible. Also, there's like an extra student here. Doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we are done. So I have no intention of telling us, but I can no longer stand by and do nothing. What are you going to do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that. I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity. Limit my options? Give me the key to your room. But if she gives you her room key, she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation. And if she doesn't want that, but if she does actually have amnesia, just hold on, exactly. Oh, fine? Junko and Seiko, however you spell her name, both got moved somewhere only Monokuma would know where. That's hydration reminder. That's true. But I think that also applies to all the other bodies, right? Like, we don't know what's happened to Sakura's body, right? Like, all the murdered bodies can be taken anywhere. But we're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him. You damn fool! Why do you refuse to talk? Whether I want or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that. Maybe she really did lose her memory. If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. It's the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia could get right in. The worst school where only the worst things happen? Do you really mean that? Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things? Perhaps I've said too much. Maybe for Kyoko the reality has been so difficult. She's having... Maybe this is her getaway from somewhere even worse? Maybe the amnesia is like a psychological just mechanism. Like she just shut out everything from the past. Aside from Mondo and Celeste, I think Well, yeah, every other body also gets removed. Yeah, aside from Mondo and Celeste, I think, because Mondo was turned into water, Celeste was burned and crushed by. Yeah, so everyone who was a blackhand, everyone who was a murderer, gets executed. So, if I remember correctly, the first one was Mondo, right? There's been so many. There hasn't been that many executions actually. This is the 5th episode, so there's been 4 executions. Mondo. Then there's been. They executed Alter Ego. Then they executed Leon. Yeah, and Celeste. That is 4 people. You're right about that. Where do you think you're going? Don't worry, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room. It was the only execution where his body could have been taken properly. Leon. It wasn't Leon the baseball player. His body was mushed, turned into like smashed piece of whatever body's composed of, because it was like his body was rapidly shot with balls. He was balled to death. I don't think much was left of the body after that. What's her deal? I think you went too far at taking her room key like that. For her, that wasn't far enough. Doc, why are you saying that with a perverted face? Or maybe she gets off on the attention. I can't believe her enjoying being yelled at. You're getting noisy again, Toko. Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of you breathing, of your heart beating, it grates on me. Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but... Well, what's Kyoko gonna do now? Plus the situation, it's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I am no different either. I still can't stop anyone. Yeah, because we're stuck in you, Makoto. I could stop everyone. Oh, maybe we will, but who knows? I don't get a chance because I have to play through you and you're a dum-dum. Does the second Danganronpa game have a better protagonist? Like main character? A little quote of the year, that's a way to end it off. What is that? Why are you yelling all of a sudden? Cause Luke. It's you. How long have you been standing there? I'm very angry what? Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to have to tell you there's a thief in your midst. What? My precious! They stole it. Your precious? Your teacher? Why is this? Why are these lines voice acted suddenly? Why did you why? I hate this game's voice acting inconsistencies. Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away in their fantasies. I personally think Kyoko is innocent and Sword I haven't seen the game in a while. I mean, yeah. But who knows? What the heck is your precious? Shut up. I hope all you get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street. I mean, you can... Monokuma make that a reality? And it's gone. What the heck was that about? Is it something about his precious getting stolen? Does anyone have any idea what that might be? It likely has something to do with Kyoko. Interesting. I had a horrible thought. I had the most terrible thought. Kyoto is in. Oh no. Could Kyoko be Monokuma's precious? And I just think about the black how do you call it? Black not black screen, not black blackboard. I think about the blackboard in the 5th floor with someone stepping on Monokuma during nighttime. Kyoko can't go to her room anymore without the key. I don't wanna think about that. I block it. I will block it from my mind. No. We move on. I hope it's not the truth. Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what was it? And why would she do that? Yes, it's time to go to sleep. We need to get out of here. We can talk about this more tomorrow. And about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your rooms. Don't go wandering around. Not like we need you to tell us that. Let's disperse. I'll see you tomorrow. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. And that's right. And to put this knife away that I got from Toko. I think the safest place for it will be in my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kyoko really gonna be okay? She can't get into her room. What's she's gonna do? Isn't there something I can do? Something I can... Are we gonna invite Kyoko to our room? Is Kyoko gonna... As I opened my eyes, I realized I had fallen asleep without realizing it. But more important, did I hear the doorbell? Kyoko! I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. Hey, wait, Kyoko! Without acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I can't just not go. What is gonna happen?
No.
Sorry for asking you to meet me so late. It's okay, I'm used to it. Indeed. Well then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? So does that mean... Does this have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you?
Yeah.
So I was right. What did you steal? A key? That is a cool key design. I like it. Looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. This is gonna be a really odd trial when it comes around. Yeah, that's gonna be next year. When did you get this? From the headmaster's room. What? You snuck into the headmaster's room? That is a... How did she pull that off? The lock was broken. It was Sakura. She did it for us. Remember what she said in her note. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. So, Sakura broke it? into the headmaster's room for us? I mean, that is what Kyoko is saying. But she might be lying. She might be just using Sakura's words to make it seem like Sakura did the thing. We need to stay suspicious, guys. That's right. So that we could uncover whatever secrets might lay hidden within. She violated the school regulations to help us. She'd already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place. I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday. Sakura was the super buff black girl, yeah? I don't know if she was black, but yeah, she was the very super buff girl who died in the previous episode, and she was my favorite character. She had this beautiful white hair in a deep raspy voice. No, but I really liked her. She was like she was a grounded character, and groundedness is highly appreciated in a setting like this, you know, level-headedness, being calm. But if I just strolled into the room, Monokuma would have noticed right away, which is why I used you as a decoy. So asked me to meet you at the data center in order to... Correct. I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. I don't know if Monokuma is that easily fooled. This all seems really sus. I don't know if she was black or if she was something else, but she looked African American. I mean, she could be. But she was definitely one of my favorites when it comes to the series. Exactly. Sakura is such a great character. I really liked her. But yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone never commented on any of these characters' backgrounds really that much. So, I mean, she could be African American. Maybe we could check it on our wiki page if there's any information on that. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room, and as a result, I found this key. Then, what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too? This is like the 4th time we see this. Ikusaba Mukuro. Mukuro Ikusaba. Ikusaba Mukuro. Yes. Did you find out about this person? I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her, yes. I don't know all the details yet, but one thing I do know is that Mukuro Ikusaba is dangerous. Dangerous? She may very well be the mastermind. Mastermind? But didn't Alter Ego say that the headmaster was probably the mastermind? No. The headmaster isn't the mastermind, I'm sure of that. Eh? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. I'm trying to connect the dots. Good luck with that. I've given up. Like, I make my suggestions, but like, I am too much also of a noob with the mystery genre in general, in books, movies, anything, games, that I don't have enough experience and previous information to make like guesses on tropes and typical kind of, you know, events. I don't know, it's hard for me to put things together. I don't know if that is how mystery genre works, but I kind of would imagine it does, because other genres also work like that. When you have read enough, for example, horror, or have played enough horror games, you can kind of start seeing like general patterns. Maybe same happens with mystery. Based on stuff that's been said and stuff that I've come up with, yeah. But if it isn't the headmaster, does that really mean Ikusaba Mukuro could really be the mastermind? I mean, taking into considering there's also the second and third games. Is whoever survives gonna become the second headmaster, a mind, like a mastermind. I don't know.
とにかく
Anyway, this key is the one big opportunity we've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we can't let it go, can we? What's the key even? What's this key even unlock?
それは
I don't know yet, which is why I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again while I go and find out. And music starts playing. But you're planning on sneaking back in again? You can't, that's way too dangerous. And you want me to draw his attention, but we don't actually know there's just one mastermind, right? If there's more than one person watching us.
そうかしら
But they didn't catch on last night, right? Or they will let us. Kyoko, you dumb. Sometimes they let things happen because they are amused, just like with Alter Ego. We thought they didn't know about Alter Ego and they knew the whole time. Maybe we just got lucky. Or maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Like I said, we didn't get caught last night. But as I said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, then what may have just been a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kyoko told, she was calm and collected, etc. I couldn't help but just stand there and listen. And I will not spoil, but I will say, just get used to that. Get used to that teddy bear. I don't want to, he's superb. Like, I gotta say, like, I would be fine with all of this if these were college students. If this was some, like, closed university setting. But they're high schoolers! And the teddy bear is a perv with underage people. That is illegal. That is not okay. It's painfully obvious this game was made in Japan in 2010. If it's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control if it's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then there would have to be a period of time where the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true, and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When I think what might happen if we fail,
なんで
I don't think you need to worry all that much. After all, with minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery, am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. But if the mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world won't matter. He could just kill us all without a second thought.
なるほどね
I see, in that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove the hypothesis.
そう
In a moment of crisis, will the mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them no matter what?
つまり
In other words, we gain something whether we succeed or not. Now there's no reason to not to do it.
先に進むため
If
に
you
は
spend all your time
危
trying to
険を
avoid
避けて
danger,
は通れない
you'll never move. Why was this line voice acted? Bruh. But this is a very good advice though in general in life. I'm pretty sure the later games makes the characters older. Thank God. It's also because I forget all the time that they are also like high schoolers, because this setting makes them like seem slightly older, some of them. Also because the art style is vague in anime style. For example, Sakura-san, I always thought of her as like 27 or something. I was like, yeah, she's 27 years old. And then I need to painfully remember that no, she's probably underage, like 17, 16. The mastermind will probably be the least expected person in this game. Maybe the mastermind, I mean, who knows? Maybe the mastermind, we just have never even met the mastermind. Maybe it's the school janitor. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Anyway, about the sentence, like if you spend your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. Like that is so true. Like you get stuck at home and become afraid to leave it completely if you're always just afraid of things happening. We were having a good conversation about it yesterday with a friend waiting for his bus. You know, like for example, one thing is like that I've been thinking, like if I want to start hormone treatment, I constantly think about like everyone else's reactions, and I become like scared of violence, for example. And then I think like, no, that is not how I should like make these decisions. That is like the wrong approach. Think of what other people might do about it, or what other people's reactions or opinions are. What should matter is like doing my own things that could improve my own life quality for myself. Like just like how fear can, for me to like just be such a limiting thing of living my fucking life as I am. It's really that is a good sentence. I really like it. At that moment I finally realized I had never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead, the enemy standing before us, and with that in view, she just smiled. I cannot change how I feel, and wouldn't if I could. Then Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and held it out to me. What did she say earlier? Oh no, we didn't miss anything, yeah. And Kyoko took something out of her coat pocket and held it out to me. What is this? Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet, only open it if something else ever happens to me. She's gonna die. This is all foreshadowing it. She's gonna die. I'm not planning on dying. There's always the chance of it. And a death without meaning is unappealing. Please, I want you to hold on to it for me. And I'll hold on to it just because you asked me to. But I'm gonna give it back at some point. You can't be sure of that. Yes, of course. Oh, and one more thing. Can't tell anyone else about what I've discovered. I'm just gonna call it now in case it's someone else. I must say, it's one of the seemingly dead students, because no one knows the mastermind's gender. Plus, it would be a good way to get attention of yourself. I mean, it could be one of the dead students, that is true. And yeah, it would be a good way to get attention of yourself. Everyone thinking you're dead. Like a classic move of everyone thought you were dead. No, I never died. Anyway, that is a very interesting theory of who the mastermind will be. What did they say? I skipped. One more thing. You can't tell anyone else about what I've discovered. Sure, because then there's a chance the mastermind might find out, right? Well, there's that too. I mean, there's something else. It's nothing. Forget I said anything. Okay, then shall we begin? I'm counting on you, Makoto. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I'll give it my best shot. I'm going to go on ahead. The rest is up to you. Her curt goodbye was no different from any other time. Like every other time, she moved at a brisk pace as she left. But it wasn't like every other time. It was the sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away. Foreshadowing, this is foreshadowing. Guess it's Kyoko. Talking to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety. But then I got to work. Like, let's say Mondo faked his death or Celeste faked her death. Their bodies were completely erased, basically, since Mondo vanished from the cage during his execution and Celeste got crushed. True, or they could get, like... No, Celeste was burned. Celeste was burned. I mean, with the high tech the mastermind has in hands to use, like Monokuma for example, they could have just made a replica of their body for the execution. Maybe. Hey Monokuma, you can see me, right? Get out of here. I've got a bone to pick up with you. Then a few moments later... You being the one to call me out? Mm-hmm. What were you and Kyoko up to? Going to the bathhouse? Just the two of you in the middle of the night? Definitely a hot and steamy moment, wouldn't you say? So warm and wet, so wet and warm, I bet you guys. I removed to conform with local and international censorship laws. That is a good thing. Because I am uncomfortable. All over her. Sure, I get it. Well, whatever. Unlike you, I have absolutely no interest in late night bath scenes. Because I like to maintain a healthy life of observation far away from X-related exploits. Jeez. What the fuck? So is that why there's no surveillance cameras in the bathhouse? Or is it maybe because the lens gets all fucked up and you can't see anything anyway? Sounds like that's the bulleye to me. You went all the trouble to get me out here. Know what you want? It's just something I want to confirm with you. But I'm a mademoiselle or a dude fella? But I'm Bear Kingdom. But in the Bear Kingdom there is no male or female. Actually there is. I'll get stuck if I think about it too much. So what did you really want to ask me? Oh well, it told us earlier that your precious had been stolen. What's this precious of yours? I'm not sure. This is a silly question. No way, it's possible and all. Is that seriously what you dragged me out of here? To ask me? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be 100 megatron freaking kidding me. You're not gonna ask something useful like how to get the best honey or your scene braid. What? Are all pubescent teen boys as nutty as you? It was a key and it's a censored. I think that was hydration reminder, by the way. So it was the key, but there was something else too. It's a blank, stupid, a secret. How many asterisks or stars there are? 6 of them. A word of 6 letters. Dropping more than a few swear words, Monokuma stormed off. I hope I kept him distracted long enough. Now all I can do is wait and hope Kyoko makes it out okay. No, she will be fine. It's Kyoko after all. I gotta say, Makoto is pretty bad at this. Like, he was able to keep Monokuma here just for this period of time. I mean, come on, guy. Come on. You can do better than that, please. I'm sure she's fine, right? I went back to my room and laid down, doing my best to settle my nerves and get back to sleep. We get more Monokuma lore. What do we learn about Monokuma this time? Wait, what the fuck? Is this 3D animated Sakura? What the heck? Do we get a Sakura TV show? But this is really cool. This is really cool. What the heck? Oh, the belly button though. The belly button is so... Sakura's Revenge, the game the world has been waiting for. Unfortunately, development has been cancelled. Of course, if enough people buy Danganronpa, who knows, but... Okay. So we don't get any Monokuma lore. This super stylish, super fashionable game was cancelled during development? But it'll start back up again if Danganronpa sells well? Then you guys have to recommend it to your friends too. I wonder if this is like actually like series. Well, I need to check the Wikipedia page one more time if we actually got the Sakura fighting Monokuma game. Okay, let's see if we can just skip free time. My body feels so heavy this morning. It must be because I was up so late last night. Now I need to get to the dining hall. Oh, we have like at least 1.5 hours left at max to stream. I really hope you can make it in, like, I hope you can get to the body in time. I wouldn't want to hurry this much this stream, but it's also like the last stream of the year. But we did have plans with friends. Why is Monokuma the second biggest pervert in this game? Who is the biggest pervert though? Like, I think he is the worst pervert in the game. Like, Toko or Hifumi, they just come second. They just come second. You're 1 minute late, Makoto. How do you explain this? Not feeling great. Really think a tired excuse like that is gonna work? Allowed to talk again? I don't recall giving you permission. I just thought, I mean, since it had passed, it had maybe reset. Okay, she's gonna be quiet. I mean, you can stuff my mouth full of trash. Okay, let's move on to the main topics here. Space Kyoko. This is worse than being late for lunch, for a date, for your wedding. Maybe she's mad about what happened yesterday and she's not gonna show up anymore. Can't tell the others where Kyoko might not be here. The best thing to do right now is just keep quiet. Whatever her reason, I'm curious to know what she is doing. I know she's not in her room, so... Are you looking for Miss Kirigiri? I'm right. You're wondering where Miss Kirigiri is, right? Do you know where she is? The character in the third game is the biggest pervert. Once you play it, you'll know why. Oh no. I hope the characters by then are like actually adults. Because honestly, this game makes me from time to time feel like, is it appropriate to even play this? It's because he doesn't know, that's why he's here. To try and prod us for information. Again, they are, yeah, no, I'm just, I'm so anxious. Okay. Don't you hate it when you ask someone what their favorite movie is and they name some indie bullcrap? I feel like I'm getting a whiplash with the way he changes subjects like that. Oh goodness, it looks Monokuma really didn't notice. So I guess our plan went off just fine last night. Oh my god, really? You're buying this bullshit? Like, for at least 2 episodes, everyone thought that Alter Ego was a secret until they weren't. Which could mean maybe the Mossman can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Could she have been right about that? Look at Miss Kirikiri. Any idea where she might have gone? Of course the Monokuma knows, though, because Monokuma has lost the key. Even if we did know, we wouldn't tell you. Okay, I guess we're gonna go look for Kyoko. Does that mean Monokuma doesn't know where she is either? It would seem that way. What the heck? Could she have gone? Don't you think we should all go look for her? I mean, that's obvious, we should go. Kyoko must have used the key to sneak into some unknown part of the school. To somewhere even Monokuma wouldn't notice. Where could it be? Monokuma is like an omniscient being of the school, all-knowing and all-seeing. Yeah, exactly. Like, I wouldn't trust any hints of ignorance from Monokuma. I would just like confidently always assume he knows everything is going on, you know? We spent the rest of the breakfast talking about where Kyoko could have gone. Afterwards, we returned to our rooms. Why do you return to your fucking rooms? So basically, we can skip this whole thing with free time. We just let Kyoko to go. Okay, in that case, we're just gonna skip free time for as long as the game allows us to, and then we continue once the game continues with plot, because we don't have time. I might be getting sick. Okay, let's go to sleep then. Because we don't have that much time. I really want to finish this stream like in an hour and a half. I need sleep. Nighttime wasn't for a while, but I felt like my body had reached its limit. As I dropped onto my bed, I felt like I was falling into a bottomless pit. I was unconscious before my head hit the pillow. Oh, that's not quite true. I didn't pass out completely. It was more like my consciousness went dim. Is something implanted in our bodies? A drug? I weaved back and forth between sleep and wakefulness, which is all to say. I gotta say, every time they like make sweat go on their faces, it looks like not sweat. Keep in mind the trials are up to 3 hours long. Oh yeah, so the plan, I'm sorry if I wasn't clear about this. So the plan for today is we are gonna play until we find the body and we end the game there, and then we leave off, like we end the stream in a cliffhanger, another cliffhanger actually. It's just so the next stream is gonna be us doing the trial and investigation. That is how we have done, for example, the previous episode of the game. So the first part of the episode is just going to this beginning and seeing the body, and then the second episode, like second part of the episode, is on another stream. So in an hour I hope we can find the body. That is like where we are gonna leave it off. Otherwise these streams would be 9 hours long, which I have done 2 of them. I have done the episode 2 and 3 of the game. I did them in one streams, like both of them in one stream. Wait, that is weird. Sorry, I start again. So episode 2 I did in one stream, and episode 3 I did in one stream. And the first one was 8 hours and the second one was 9 hours long, and well, I can pull it off, obviously. It's really demanding. So I try to do like rest of the game, each episode in 2 parts, so I don't like, you know, get too exhausted. Because how long are your streams normally? It depends. In the past they tended to get quite long, so from 4 to 6 hours. But I have been on a break and dealing with another depressive episode this autumn, so I've been just like getting back to streaming. And I've been like trying to keep my streams within like 3 hours approximately. I find like that is a good like kind of goal. And then if I feel like streaming for longer and a game I play allows that, then I might stream longer. Like I have once streamed even 16 hours by accident. It was Hades. So I have done like long streams in the past. But the visual novels I find are just like extra straining, especially Danganronpa is like a really straining game. So I need to be, in order to like handle Danganronpa for 9 hours, I need to be in an excellent condition to do that. Yeah. Fine with anything, I just curious. Yeah, but you know, talking about this, yeah, I've been testing out like this, like aiming for 3 hours. Even if I would feel like playing for a long time, I feel like it's good to take it slow when getting back. Anyway, I think that the drop, like, you know, why is the sweat white? At some point I found myself wandering through a strange dream. And within the dream, a voice echoed across the walls of my mind. That voice, it was so familiar. It's me.
僕は知っている。僕は全部知っているはずだ。
え？
僕の目的はここから出ること
You just noticed the sweat droplets being white? Yeah. It's disturbing. And it's been this whole game. But now I finally said it out loud. My goal isn't to get out of here.
ここに残ることなんだ。
We become the next mastermind. Eh? What am I trying to say?
希望。すべては希望のため。だから残らなくちゃいけない。
え？
ここに残らなくちゃいけない。
残らなくちゃ。え？え？Eh? I have to go to sleep, but I'll keep your stream on. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you have a good I hope you have a good night. Better than Makoto at least. And thank you for coming to the stream and subscribing. Very happy to see that. Yes. And I hope you have a good New Year's.
なんだ今の夢。変な。
Eh? Oh, this gang just keeps on coming. Holy moly, look, did you hear that scream? Yes, good night, Esme. Does Makoto kill? Does Makoto kill? Does Makoto kill?
Kirikiri-san?
What's happening?
なんて言ったの?
What is happening? What is happening?
何を言って
What is happening? What is happening? Every day is peaceful. Every day is joyful. Happy days from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. Wishing only for those unchanging, unending happier days. Days of boredom, repeating forever and ever. abnormalities as far as the eye can see. Life without the tiniest speck of abnormality. Talk about hallucinating. I mean, they have apparently done something to the students' bodies. The school keep has, so maybe they're drugged. Maybe Makoto was drugged. Or maybe that actually happened. Maybe technology is so advanced they can send messages from the future. Is there gonna be a body in our room? Gurn. It took longer than usual for me to open my eyes. I let out a deep sigh to bring myself up to rest. Did Kyoko kill someone in our room and take the body away? Did Kyoko kill the extra student? The chills, the aches, the unfathomable lethargy. They had all disappeared in one night. All that was left was me drenched in sweat. That is disgusting. It wasn't just because of whatever bug I'd caught. It was also the dream I had. What the hell was that? I mean, was it even really a dream? Makoto was drugged. I'm so sure Makoto was drugged. I was desperate to recall it. I scrambled to grab onto fragments of the dream and reel them back from the depths of my memory. That's right, I remember last night. We don't have to go through the whole thing again. I came down with a fever and couldn't quite get to sleep. And I had a voice I didn't really understand. And then all of a sudden I was awake. And there was a strange person standing next to my bed wearing a mask. And they were holding a knife. This game is so weird. It's like no one knows what's happening, but at the same time everyone knows what's happening. I want to say I fought them up, but I don't actually remember. I felt like my mind had been detached from my body, burning up with fever. That is why I would love to see a commentary on the game by someone who actually solves mysteries, some actual professional investigator, and they could rate the game. Because I don't know if this is good or bad mystery right now. Not even investigator, but someone who's very experienced in the mystery genre. I would like to see or hear a review of the game. I was somewhere far away, watching my body move on its own, and because of that, I don't remember what really happened. Still, I feel like I resisted them desperately, feverishly. I've been avoiding all kind of reading comments or articles or anything about the game, like videos about the game, because it's a mystery genre game. There's always the chance of getting spoiled, and I don't want that, you know. I don't want to read a review that then spoils something to me. After that, things go black again. The next thing I remember, Kyoko was there. What would she have been doing in my room? What a strange dream. No. Was it really a dream? Can I possibly find out either way? Was the dream? Or did that really happen? I don't think the bathroom has the answer, whatever it is. The knife. I opened the desk drawer and... It's empty. There's nothing inside. Wait, nothing inside? That's strange. Because it definitely wasn't before. I'm positive I put the knife I got from Toko in there. Wait, that means... We don't have to see this scene every time. I knew. I just had a feeling it wasn't a dream after all. If that's true, this all makes even less sense. Well, will you be cutting off the stream soon? I still have like 40 minutes until I was planning to end the stream. There is like room for flexibility But I think we will be able to like end the stream in 45 minutes. This all makes even less sense. Why would someone have wanted to attack me? And who was that behind the mask? Why was Kyoko? Hello Lou, welcome to the stream! We have been through very weird, likely experience where someone might have drugged us, and then someone tried to murder us, and then Kyoko was looking at us when we were sleeping, and we have just woken up. I may or may not have been dropping really subtle hints for you. Okay. What the hell is going on? Well, I don't think I'm gonna figure it out on my own. I should head to the dining hall, and I can talk to everyone else about it. Maybe... is there not gonna be a murder? Are we just gonna go for a trial with no one having murdered anyone? That would also be interesting. How is your day going, dear? Any plans for celebrating New Year's, or just gonna take it easy this time? It's not as sure as the sky's blue. We are the only ones here, are we? You really had me worried, you know? What happened to you last night? Yeah, right after night we all went to get you. We were hammering away at your doorbell, but you never answered. We thought maybe you'd be in, you know... I mean, not that that actually happened. I mean, nobody here would wanna, you know? So anyway, what were you doing? I didn't feel good, so I went right to bed. I had no idea you guys even showed up. Why did you come to get me? Did something happen? Lots of stuff actually. I'm not sure I can really explain. Let's go meet up with everyone else. Then they can tell you all about it. So is everyone waiting somewhere else or something? Oh yeah, we all stayed up the whole night. This is really weird. I lost the rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come get breakfast for everyone. So you got here just in time. Come on, help me carry it. Everyone is in the gym. Hurry up, I'll meet you there. The gym? Why is everyone in the gym? And the entire night? And she was really happy, so no one was murdered maybe. Pretty good. I'm going to drink with my family, so everyone is just preparing, which gives me time to be here, so I'm happy. Yay! That sounds really nice. That sounds really nice. I'm gonna just hang out with friends. Oh, this is not the gym. Sorry. This is really weird. What the fuck is going on in the game right now? What the heck? I'm really excited actually because I bought this like pistachio drink. It's vegan pistachio alcoholic drink that is creamy. Like it's creamy, you know, like there's sometimes like liquors that have like cappuccino and they have milk in them. It's kind of like that, but pistachio, very creamy, but vegan. I'm looking forward to drinking it. I hope it's good. It would be so devastating if it was bad. Ah, there he is. It's worse than being late for your wedding. Oh, come on, shut up. Let's stay all night while you slept like a baby in your bed. Just like Hina said, everyone was there beside Kyoko. And then I noticed they'd formed a circle around something. As soon as I saw what that something was, before I could catch myself, I'd cried out. Spread out in front of them were the remains of Monokuma. What the heck? How were they able to do this? It sounds good, yeah, I love pistachio. Pistachio is so good. Pistachio ice cream? Oh, so good. What the heck is going on? How did they get that? What is this? What are you guys doing? Seriously, what are you thinking? How can you say tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous? Well, I guess I handle this. I'll explain what's going on, Makoto, because that's how much I like you. Ryuki found this little fella laying around, then we tore it apart. That doesn't explain anything. Just before we went to bed last night, I came to the gym to try and talk to Monokuma. I tried to see if he had any new information about Kyoko's disappearance, and I found him here, just like normal. However, when I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react, he didn't say a word. You say he wasn't moving at all? I waited there until nighttime finally officially began, but still Monokuma laid there, motionless. I gathered everyone up as quickly as possible so they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move. So I immediately initiated the disassembly process. It was Master's stroke of genius, a chance to find out what made Monokuma tick. One thing we discovered is that he's quite a sophisticated machine. Is anyone good at this kind of stuff though? In convinced Yasuhiro was a bit of a pothead before entering the school. Yasuhiro's a mystery, man. He's such a mystery. It's so difficult to understand. It's leagues beyond any normal remote control toy. It was enough free time to invest in something like that anyway. But besides that, what I'm wondering is, why did he stop moving all of a sudden? I thought maybe he'd malfunctioned, but we didn't find any, cause as we were taking him apart. Wait, what? I thought maybe he'd malfunctioned, but we didn't find any cause as we were taking him apart, yes. So if we didn't break down, then maybe something happened to his puppeteer, the mastermind. Something unexpected. Has Kyoko killed the mastermind? Was mastermind trying to kill us last night? And Kyoko killed the mastermind before the mastermind killed us, and then Kyoko killed the body? I can't imagine any other possibility. Something unexpected. They were probably so scared of Master they ran away in terror. Or maybe they got sick or something. One of them made his announcement this morning, right? Was that if not the mastermind? I'm sure that's a recording. It's set to a timer and plays as necessary. If that were the case, wouldn't y'all be released by now? I mean, there's mechanisms in the school. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's a team. Maybe it's a democracy. And they're currently going through a crisis. Who's the next mastermind? Like the next president? It's just the exact same thing every day, right? I don't think now's a good time for a light conversation. Just found something. What is it? It's hydration time.
Huh?
Eh? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sorry. Yeah, because they self-explode, right? It's super bad, we need to get rid of it. Roger that. It appears the bomb has a motion sensor, and instead of movements, I'm sure it to go off. It's sure to go off. Motion sensor? I think Byakuya is joking here, but whatever. You're mad, aren't you? I'm fine, I'm totally fine. You're not fine, you're all I probably should have mentioned the motion sensor is off right now. Jeez, don't scare me like that. Like the world's most spineless worm of the century. The century's just getting started. Don't call the race already. Whatever, just hurry up and put the bomb down. Hanging on to it's not gonna do anyone any good. Didn't want to set one off in the first yeah, isn't that how Junko died? Like it was like one of the first information we got out, like we learned about Monokuma we learned that Monokuma has a bomb inside. I'm trying to see if I have a lip balm because my lips are peeling off. Let me see. Could it be somewhere on my desk? A lip balm. No. Just matches. A note. This is bad. Well, I guess my lips will just peel off. Let's go with that. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Junko wasn't killed by an explosion though. Was she? I don't remember. I know she was killed because she tried attacking or something like that. It was like proving a point, I think. He didn't when Junko attacked him. Okay, so she was just executed. Okay. I guess down, everything's all good. Did I put the bomb down? But that wasn't my main concern at that point. Let me just check. I got a message. So I'll see what it's about. Oh, okay. Nothing important. My eyes were glued to Monokuma's remains. He just stopped moving all of a sudden. Was it really because something had happened to the mastermind that they weren't expecting? What could that have been? When I thought about it... Exactly. She was stabbed by a lot of pikes, I think. Oh, you are right! You know what I'm gonna do? Once I finish this game, I'll make a combination. It's not combination. Compilation? I'll make a compilation video of reacting to all deaths. I'll be doing that because I think that is mainly why people watch me play Danganronpa. I feel like everyone is just excited to see how I react to things. And what is mostly interesting to react, to see a reaction of is like deaths. So I'll probably make some kind of a compilation video of the streams. Then I also remember while editing that, what happened to the characters. It's been 8 months of playing Danganronpa, okay? For sure I will forget things from here and there. Being attacked by the masked figure. Makoto? Hmm? Then did you hear a thing which you said? Hmm? So that's a no. What are you? Some kind of brain-dead formatting? Sorry. We were saying since we're done dismantling Monokuma, what should we do now? And we've decided to continue our offensive assault to try and uncover the mastermind's true identity. We're going to break into the headmaster's room. Really? Since the mastermind appears to have stopped all activity, now's our chance. Will you agree? But if the mastermind comes back while we're in there, if you're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself. Oh, leave in the chicken coop with all the chickens. You can't be chicken number 6. This is a battle, a fight to the death between us and the mastermind. We don't have time to deliberate. Yeah, I mean, I don't wanna have to kill each other or anyone else. But we have a chance now. Right, I'll go with you. Okay, let's go. Let's just go, because our target was the headmaster's room. It was on 4th floor. Because we don't have time to waste. We have time limitations of real life adventures. I'm not gonna talk to these people. I'm just gonna go to the headmaster's room. It's locked as expected. So what are you gonna do? Isn't it obvious? We're going to tear this door off its hinges. Wait, but the rules say... We've seen that the mastermind isn't watching us. those don't matter anymore. Like Makoto said, if the mastermind didn't show up while we were in there, then we'll just have to finish our business before that can happen. We've come this far. We can't back down now. We agreed this is what we have to do. So we have to do it. Once you reach the end, I'll tell you some other info you can do with your own discretion. Do you mean like reach the end of the whole game in the future? We don't have any choice. We're desperate. Let's do it. Let's rip this door down. How are we gonna do that? This thing looks pretty sturdy. Thing on the tool shed. Crazy diamond pickaxe. That could be very well exactly what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Probably 9 on the dot. In 1 minute. Okay, let's just skip on this because I'm not interested in their dynamic. The problem is solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. You can't move forward by always avoiding danger. Exactly, that is an important message we can take from this game. There's a lot of things I would not take with me from the game, but this sentence is a good reminder of not letting fear keep us down in life. Basically some stuff you could do if you don't already do it. Okay. Like for completion of the game. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense I can hardly talk. I'm all floppy. No, I'm totally floppy. Flap bag. Flap stuff. Flap sauce? Where did that come from? Wait, Genocide Jill? Where did you come from? What about the pickaxe? Where is it? I was supposed to pick an axe? No, you seeping imbecile. The pickaxe. This is seeping imbecile. Oh, master, you wound me with your executive level barbs. Here comes the bloody nose. Seriously though, did you really forget the pickaxe? Omega-3 fatty acids, that's what you need. Great for old memory factory. But I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch. Light bulb. Okay. There's just one more mystery left. Now we just need to figure out the identity of Object X. What are you talking about? Oh! So Genocide Jill was the one who stole the other item from Monokuma. Who's? A corpse? That's right, I found a corpse in the garden. Before we enter the headmaster's room, please, we have something else to look into. The look on Byakuya's face. Why is everyone so funny? I know, right? I mean, if the only people who played this game were high schoolers themselves, if this game was made for high schoolers, to play as high schoolers, it's fine. But I feel weird as an adult looking at high schoolers being like this. It just feels wrong in all ways. I've said this in the past many times and I keep on saying it. Oh, Byakuya's face when plans just have changed. That is amazing. I'll take a screenshot of that. Boy. We're going to the garden. Let's go to the garden. I guess we can end the stream in time. As soon as we enter the garden. I saw it. I didn't want to, but... I saw someone laying on the ground with a mask covering their face. And there was a knife. Right in their stomach, up to the hilt. Are they really dead? That knife, it's gonna make us look really sus. How is it? What is this? This has never happened before. We've never wait. Everything is breaking apart in this chapter. We haven't had this kind of like change, this kind of pop up in the past. Just to make things clear. Oh, does this game think I'm stupid? Is it really dead? Is this really a dead body? I need to begin looking around right now, however, be ever so careful, there's no telling what you might find. Can we take off the mask? Is my question. While white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. But the shoes though, aren't those shoes the same as Kyoko's? Aren't those Kyoko's shoes? The one thing I do know is that whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room, but why? Why did they wind up dead in here? Their heart isn't beating, they're not breathing. All signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained a bright red. The pus bleeding has stopped. The blood that's there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get someone here. Can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl at least. Well, I think I see the outline of her chest and the general shape of her body. Yeah, the more I look, I'm pretty sure it's a girl. Let's just tear the mask clean off. Wait, don't. By the time he called out, it was already too late. We get to see it behind the mask, I wanna see who it is. There was a blinding light and I'm definitely over. The body blew up. It blew. My vision started to dark and I prepared to pass out. Then, put out the fire. As my consciousness attempted to float away, the waves reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Come on, dunk the water on it. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Sploosh! What the heck is happening? Thankfully that was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess that took care of it. It exploded? I had a bad feeling about the body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body... It's burnt to a crisp. That's beyond well done, man. What the heck? Don't care Bear Dusty. What? Are we gonna find out who it was? Who isn't here right now? If we consider who's not here, that will quickly narrow down who it must be. It's Kyoko. It could also be the extra person though. No, that can't be right. Hold on, I didn't say it was Kyoko. But I mean, who else? There is one other person. The mastermind. The mastermind? Come on, there's no way. The mastermind got char-broiled? Get serious? I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering, but I have reason to believe it may be true. The mastermind again being dead would explain that automatically, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if its master is dead, right? But That corpse is a girl, right? Doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what alter ego said? So that same person may very well be the— I'm so intrigued. What the heck is going on? And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. Since possible, even likely that he is somewhere in the school right now. Said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. And could that mean mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Yeah? Nuku-raiko-saba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak. Nani? The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school. Okay, now we better tell everything we know. We don't have to see this thing again. It's unlike Kyoko thinks Nuku-raiko-saba is the mastermind. No, the mastermind isn't, yes. There's another student here and it's female. That would match the body's characteristics. And the phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it? Okay, so the mastermind is the girl Mukuro, and she's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair. But if she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot, how did she wind up burned to a crisp? None of this makes any sense. Did you just suddenly show up and then die? Wait, was the actual headmaster the guy who was killed in the beginning? I just thought of that because Monogama was laughing and I don't think the guy at the beginning was a student. What guy? You mean Leon? No, I think... Wait. I'm confused. So the mastermind is the guy. No, the mastermind is girl and headmaster is guy. Okay. I think we'd better take a closer look at the body. Maybe some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Wait! I'm really forgetting something, you know. Toko. She got totally blown up! Forget about her, I'm sure the explosion vaporized. Forget about her. The rocket ship, dude. What rocket ship, dude? What the fuck are we talking about? Rocket ship, dude. I don't remember anymore. I have forgotten everything about the game, it seems. Oh, she survived. Huh. She survived. Oh, what just happened, Master? You declared for the whole world to hear that you could never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. And then when breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhale, that's enough for me to live. Oh, disgusting. This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. And that's how we where we end the game, because now we are finally at a point where we can end game without losing progress, because this is like a save situation. Yeah, we can save here. Yeah, let's continue. I would have sworn there was a cutscene at the beginning of the game of one of them killing someone with a rocket ship. I mean, maybe? That doesn't ring any bells. I need to check my first stream. And that's how I'll find out. Sometimes I found it very beneficial to visit my old streams when I feel like I have no idea what's going on in the game. Alright, again, have a good New Year's Eve and New Year's. I'll be on the next stream. Thank you for being here. It was really lovely to have you in the stream. Let me just let's just first quit the game. Then I can have this Streamlabs view on my other monitor and officially say goodbyes. It was great being here. Yeah, it was lovely to have you here. You and Lou and Chabella, and then there was this one person, Jejak, who said hello. Yeah. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. I made it in 3 hours. I was so sure I would end up like just blabbering on and on and on. Yeah, have a lovely day, you guys. Yeah, exactly. It's been quite a year when it comes to streaming. First off, having not the internet, then having internet problems, then moving, and then having technical issues, and then life situations. It's been quite a year, I gotta say. But it seems we ended it in a pretty good note with a murder. No, but even if I often feel like, oh no, it's not going anywhere, or I don't get anything done, or like there's no progress in any way. I feel like we have accomplished quite a lot with the streaming. And I know maybe it would be more customary to have a chatting stream as the last stream, where I could like chat about the year, but I don't really conceptualize years in that way. Like it's really hard for me to orient myself into thinking of years as units. So it's just like a continuum that just goes on, and then on top of the continuum there's titles planted like year numbers. So I'm really bad at those kind of organizing those kind of streams. So I wanted to just have a normal gaming stream as the last stream for the year, and then maybe next stream we can continue and chat a little bit more without like a time schedule. Like originally I didn't have like anything planned for the early evening to give us a limitation for the time of streaming, like how long the stream could be. But now we had, but like originally there wasn't, and so I was thinking, oh, then I can just have like a little chat at the end, like 15 minutes of chatting or something like that, which we did finish in time, so I could chat. But I think it's nice. This is nice, just like this. Yeah. So thank you everyone for, I guess, this year, and for stopping by in the stream. If there's anyone watching the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD, and lurkers. Any stopper-bys who are not here listening anyway, thank you every time. And see you next year, I guess. I hope you stay safe. Take care of your pets if you have ones. You know, it is a stressful time to use fireworks. You know, animals get scared and die. But that is not a nice note to end the stream with. Sorry, I just read that this morning. I read like an article about it, like the effects of fireworks on wildlife, and it was not a happy message. Anyway, I still am not sure of the rest of the week of the streams, like when I will stream or whatever. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure out my calendar for the rest of the week. There will be at least one stream, maybe 2. I would like to maybe do Amnesia next, so we can progress in that game this week. Maybe Friday. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on the community posts. Anyway, have a good New Year's celebration. Just chilling. If anyone's working, hope you have a good working shift. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.